So the other day, I was prepping for a meeting with a new client, semi-new client, I guess. We were going to go over their new website, and I was kind of trying to foresee, like, what are all the questions that this person's going to ask me, or from their perspective, what kind of questions are they going to have? What might they think isn't clear, doesn't make sense? And one of those things was the fact that a lot of the pages on their new site contains the same or almost the same content. And that could seem confusing because normally when we're presented with media, whether it's like in a book or a portfolio or a magazine, we're presented a series of text and images that's completely unique, one after the other. And a lot of people expect their website to be the same. In fact, a lot of websites are that way. Every single page is totally unique. But I look at websites a little differently. I don't look at it like a portfolio or a magazine. I look at it more like a fishing boat. After all, the website that we're building has a purpose, and that purpose is to bring in new customers. And I'm a fisherman, so I look at marketing to be kind of like fishing. I'm putting stuff out there into the world, and I'm hoping that the right people at the right time will see the bait, bite the hook, and come in and become a customer, so to speak. And when it comes to a website, somebody's typically finding us through Google. So they'll go to Google, they'll type in what they're looking for, and depending on what they type in, they will find the corresponding page on our website. Each page is designed to be found by a certain person looking for a certain thing at a certain time in a certain place. And somebody who's looking for painting services is going to be different than somebody who's looking for, like a tile shower or something like that. And if those are two services we offer, and those are two different people that I want to target with my marketing, then I'm going to have a page on my site for each one of those people. And I don't expect people to go through every single page of my website to get to know my company. I want to make it as easy as possible for them to find the information they're looking for so that they can take the action of reaching out and becoming a prospect or a lead. And so in my mind, each page on the site needs to be autonomous. It needs to include all of those details that someone needs to know. They want to know about the company, who they are, what they do, who the people are, what their story is, all of that kind of stuff. They want to understand what other services that they offer. They want to understand what the process is for a bathroom remodel or for whatever it is. They want to see some reviews or testimonials. There's a bunch of things that they're looking for, and if we can cover all those bases with one page, and at the end of the page have a nice contact form with a phone number and a chat bot or whatever ways they feel like getting a hold of us, make all those present and right there, then nobody, people that reach our site don't have to go looking through everything to find what they want. They go through the page, we check off the boxes as they scroll down. By the time they get to the bottom of the page, they've found everything they need to find. And that's what my team and I have found is the best way that we can provide a good experience to our customers and our customers' customers. And so that's why multiple pages on the website have the same story about the owners, or have a very similar explanation of the process, maybe adapted to that specific type of service or whatever. But there's a myth that goes around that duplicate content on multiple pages of your website is going to Google's going to penalize you for that, and they're not going to show you. And that's just not the case. There's millions of examples of websites with duplicate content on multiple pages who are ranking number one for all sorts of stuff. That really has little to do with it compared to customer experience. Google robots, algorithms have become really, really good at understanding what kind of experience people are having when they're on a website or an app. They're able to measure all sorts of metrics, like how long they stay there, how many pages they go to, how far they scroll, what they click on. Do they go back to the Google search and go click on other websites? If they do that, then that's a signal that they didn't find what they were looking for. But the opposite is true as well. If somebody looks through a bunch of sites, lands on yours, finds what they're looking for, and ends their search, closes the tab, Google recognizes that, and it's going to start to think, after enough people have done that, that your website is providing the right information for that search, and it's going to show you more. So, moral of the story, look at your website kind of like a fishing boat. Each page is like another line in the water with its own hook, its own bait, its own complete presentation that's capable of turning that website visitor into a prospect or a lead.